Hi guys, it's me, your resident Flaming Bug, and this is a new segment that I've created where I'll be either tier listing or analyzing video games, and I'm calling this segment the Bug Labs. Now, it has been such a long time since we got the last GTA game. It has been more than 10 years. Can you guys believe it? It has been more than 10 years, and GTA 6 is not coming out until 2025. Hopefully, and for PC release, it might take even longer. So I thought, in the meantime, why not we go back to one of the GTA clones and check out how good they are. So today, I'll be tier listing different GTA clones and see which one can actually live up to their potential. So the first game that we are going to talk about is Sleeping Dogs. Now this is a game that is set in Hong Kong, and the Hong Kong city is very beautiful and it has been depicted very well in the game. The game is fast paced, the action is good, there is a lot of melee action, and it is small and a precise story, and the city as well is represented very well. So for Sleeping Dogs, I'll definitely give it a A tier. It's a very good game. Next, we have Watch Dogs. Now Watch Dogs is a series by Ubisoft that I feel has always struggled to find its true footing. It isn't exactly an open world game or a hacking game, and the game always feels like it's divided and it doesn't has a true identity. So I've always felt like all the Watch Dogs game, they have always been playable, but they have been mediocre at best. So I'll give Watch Dogs a B. Now the next game in the list, this is a very interesting game. Drive 3R or Driver is is the name of this game. The game was supposed to be potentially a GTA killer for like when GTA Vice City and GTA 3 was, they were actually selling quite well. This was Ubisoft which big game that was actually going to basically take over the market, but instead it ruined the franchise itself because driver games, they stopped making driver game after this one because the game had a lot of issues. The game's graphics were not up to the mark. The game did not play well. There were a lot of physics issue. So driver was definitely a very big failure, probably one of the biggest failures in the gaming history because there was a lot of money put behind it. There was a lot of marketing campaigns that were done for it, but it definitely failed big time. So we'll give it a F. It's unplayable. Now the next game is Mafia. So both I played Mafia 1 and 2. Both are quite good. There is a heavy focus on story. The games they definitely look very good. Mafia 2 especially captures that noir setting quite well. It's very well made. There are different seasons as well in Mafia. It's a big story. So definitely the presentation is top notch. I have played this game and I actually love this game, Mafia 2 especially. So I'll give it S tier. Very good game. Now the next game that we have is Saints Row. Now Saints Row, I think all the Saints Row they are actually clones of GTA, but they all try to do their own unique things as well. From Saints Row 1, 2 and 3, they're all trying to do their unique things, trying to add their own feature. But I think where Saints Row really shines is where the crazy action or the fast-paced crazy action that you can see in this game, and you can call helicopters, call cars, call SWAT teams. There's just such chaotic things that you can do in this game. It truly captures that feeling of chaos. So I think Saints Row again really what it sets out to do, it does it quite well. So this game, Saints Row, I will give it S tier as well. Although people may differ on which Saints Row is good, I personally prefer the third one, was quite well. Some people like the older ones as well. Now the next game that we have is Godfather. Now this one is interesting because it is a Godfather video game. It should have been very successful, but it did mediocre at best. Somehow it did not draw people's attention. But I personally feel they were quite good games. especially Godfather 2. You can like have your own entourage and feel like a gangster, and they all have their specific things you can do. You can extort businesses. So there was an idea, and I think it was executed well. It just did not catch on. Somehow the game did not catch on. But personally, I feel the game is very good. I will definitely give it a 8 here. Now the next game is LA Noir. This is again a game that is created by Rockstar, and it is heavily focusing on a detective and the noir setting. There's a lot of dialogue and exposition, lot of detective work involved in this one. So although it's open world and you can do a lot of things, but it's very different from a GTA game because it's more it has a lot of detective work and things like those. So it might not be cup of everyone's tea. Some people might like it, some people might find it boring. So I will put it somewhere in the middle on B. But I feel like the people who like this game will really like it, or you will be a person who just doesn't like this game. That is why I've put it right in the middle. Now the next game that we have is Simpsons Hit and Run. Now this is again a GTA clone that was mainly famous just because you can drive different Simpsons characters in this game, and who does not like a Simpson character? So a open world setting containing Simpson characters, it was actually quite good. So I would again give this game a 8 tier because it was quite good and many people have many fond memories of this game. And now the next game that we have is Just Cause 3. Again, Just Cause 3, again, just like Saints Row 3, captures that wild side of GTA where you can do all of these crazy things, crazy stunts. You can jump from planes, you can have your parachute all the time. It's like GTA on steroids in a way. And it is all the entries in the series, they have always been fun and innovative in their own ways. So definitely Just Cause games are very good. So I'll give them a 8 tier as well. Now the last game that we have is Cyberpunk. Now Cyberpunk basically differs from GTA in the sense Cyberpunk is actually a role-playing game. It just happens to be set in an open world game, open world setting where you can drive cars and go around and do other things as well. But I think at its heart, Cyberpunk is definitely a RPG game that also has an open world that is very similar, or conceptually very similar to GTA, but again the game plays very differently. It's a futuristic setting. There's a lot of emphasis on cybernetics and augmentations, and the story is definitely good. Now this game initially got a lot of backlash because of how unfinished it was and how buggy it was, but over the time CD Projekt Red, the company that has made this game, has put their money where their mouth is and they have actually improved this game. And the Phantom Liberty DLC that this game got is actually quite a big improvement. Almost feels like a Cyberpunk 2.0, where they have actually added a new story, new area. So definitely Cyberpunk over the time has gained that critical acclaim that it was always set out to do. So yeah, definitely a very good game. I'll give it a S tier. So that's all for this video. Bye.